Okay. Alright, alright. Ooh. Okay. I believe it should be working properly, so we'll get started. Hello, anyone.
Hello.
Well. Thanks for joining us today. I guess whenever it is you're joining us, I guess. Not sure how long after the fact people could watch this, but or wind up watching this, but either way, thank you for stopping by. And we're back, Team PST and more Final Fantasy. Indeed. Let's see. I guess not a whole lot to speak of, I don't think. I think we're inching ever closer to... How was it? That perhaps final turn in the Ixali story. If I remember correctly, they got Tacharamu back after we, helped with his getaway, or something. Or actually, I guess it kind of seemed, well, probably the biggest help likely was his thing. I want to say butler, but basically the faithful employee of the company. I guess his dad's company, technically. And he allowed him to go and follow his dreams. Clear into the sky. Oh yeah, just was I saw. Whatever. Okay. Alright. But anyway. Let's see here. Yeah, I guess for a big part of it I found... Well, I guess like the biggest thing is that that you'll probably notice right away is essentially that I went ahead and I had to go ahead and initiate the quest for alchemy off camera just so I could take a look at all the stuff I need to go ahead and get. And well, spoiler, but not for as far as the story is concerned. I need to go ahead and make these mega potions, which yeah, take a good deal, I say. It's kind of ridiculous. Let's see. The rock salt is easy to get for all of them, but essentially I need to keep on getting these other odds and ends. And I thought, yeah, should I? The idea was getting it partially off camera, but there's so much involved that I couldn't actually do it in one sitting, in the sitting that I have time for. So, let's see. Suppose quite possibly I could just go ahead and initiate it, well, drop it and then initiate it for real. This time around, and I'll just have it on like normal. Yeah, but it is an idea that finally occurred to me. Just to basically initiate crafting and other such jobs beforehand, what was it, off camera, and then just so I could know what to build, and then like on camera I could do it. On camera I could just like initiate the quest, and wouldn't you know it, I already have the stuff to make the things I need to make. Kind of like a cooking show, I guess. But anyway,
that'd make it easier.
I pre-made this stuff. It just unfortunately this time it was basically what could very well be near the end of the crafting job, and they just dumped full on three things. The annoying part is that essentially it comes. I had to build it in threes. I think he only wants one of each. So
yeah, that's kind of.
I think it's probably a good idea to start selling things, because I'm just filled with potions that I'm hardly using. Anyway, that's gonna be for right now. I think I got some things. I also figured out that I needed to go ahead and build up my botany. I think it's what I needed to do. Right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that's what that was. So anyway, I just went ahead and initiated this what was it? I think like gathering job. So I'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to go off and check up into the cattle later to see if there's any what was it? Latest rank quests I didn't do. The other thing I need to do if I want to go ahead and chuck my fish. Yeah, slowly but surely read more about this. Alright.
Okay.
Maybe this row, maybe these two guys. Anyway, rivers. Oh yeah, Papira. Or no, Pipira. Get out of here. Get out of here. Anyway. Let's see. Fierce freshwater fish most commonly found in Gridania, Jatiate Flood, and Black Tea Brook. Let's see. Though not large or strong enough to inflict any real damage, Papira will bite the ankles of anyone who steps near them. Well, that's annoying. I just got crayfish ball and all that kind of thing. Okay. And this gudgeon. Oh wait, like a gudgeon. Gudgeon, whatever. Over at rivers, each night this freshwater fish will use its fins to dig a shallow burrow in rivers or lake beds. There, where it will sleep, relatively safe from predators. Because of this characteristic, Lanusian fishers often playfully refer to the wavekin by another name, the cravenfish. Okay. Alright. Okay, so end that there. Alright, slowly but surely, I guess. Alright. We'll just end it over there. Anyway, do I go ahead and turn this in already? I suppose so. Where does it want me to go to? That over at Hawthorne Hut. Whatever. I'll go ahead and read this now and then I'll turn it in. Let's see. Maple stories. Haha. There isn't a soul in the 12th Wood who hasn't heard of my amazing mead. And while I have no plans to seize its golden flow, I'd be lying if I didn't admit to growing weary of doing the same thing, day in and day out. Which is why I've decided to try my hand at something different, if not to simply break the monotony. Let's see, and what is that something, you ask? Why, use my mead making knowledge to brew an even sweeter blend. But this time, instead of the usual honey, I plan to use maple sap. The only problem is, as a lifelong beekeeper, I haven't the foggiest idea of how to get the sap from the tree, which is why I need the help of skilled botanists. Bring me the maple sap I need, and I'll see that you are rewarded most handsomely. Yep, sure. Alright. But they actually want me to go over there? Yeah, Hawthorne Hut. That's where I turn him in. Okay, then. Right. Yeah. Okay, so maybe... Alright, if I were to go to Gridania first, then I think I get a discount because of proximity. At least I think that's how that works.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, I think that's how it is. Like when you... Or is it the fee for transport or teleport is basically based on proximity, like how close you are to the destination. Farther away, you have to pay even more. So I could go to Gridania for free. And I think now that I'm here, I might as well just go ahead. Oops, wrong way. I might as well just go ahead and we'll just go ahead and get the other quests, I think. So I could at least have them to do off camera, I'd reckon. This one was the 15? Yeah. Oh wait, not that one. It was the other one. This one. Yeah, 15. So I think actually... Oh wait. I guess I could use this here. Go to provide it. Oh, okay. For some reason I thought that I had to... Actually, no, the direction of the Hawthorne Hut, they want me to go ahead and hand it over. But apparently I can also do it here. Oh, well, alright then, but anyway. Bladecraft... No, not miner, botany. Alright, I guess I'm a miner right now, huh? Whatever, let's see. Okay, so these ones are finished. I think... Yeah. No, strike twice and then quicken the dead. That's the other one. Now I can do 20. Yeah, there it is. Oh, so I apparently did that one, but not that one. Okay. Whatever. I guess I didn't do this one at least. Just the artifacts, madam. In the countless generations since the fall of Gilmora, the 12th Fort has reclaimed much of the ancient city, so to uncover the civilization's lost secrets, little digging is oftentimes necessary. The land around Issamhar is known to yield a variety of Gilmoran artifacts such as coins and potsherds, which have been tangled in the roots of giant trees. While of no value to most, these relics of a past age are the subject of my ongoing studies into Gridania's history, and I will pay a fair price to any items you may find. Alright, I guess I'll take it. Granted, I'll do this one particularly off camera. Okay. Well, that's all we had. Yes. Well, I'll collect rewards on the other one. Is it difficulty? Completion. Neat. Okay. Botanist experience points. Okay, yeah. It was for botany. Good. I guess I'll do this one. Yeah. Oh well. Maybe they only give you like 2 levy quests at a time because they really want you to space them out or something. I don't know.
Huh.
They want you to check often? Let's see here. Yeah, so I guess I'll do that one off camera. Not sure if I should, because I think I know a few of the items I need for these. It's just that I need, just have to go out of my way, because I think typically for a lot of them you have to source them and gather them. Okay. Well, we'll see. Oh, right. I didn't get around to this thing, the composite bow. Right, I have to make that composite bow. Oh, right. Some things I could get easily enough. The alt goat, I think I have to go over and kill alt goats, I think. Or goated like creatures. Alright, well I didn't have time for that, unfortunately. What I could do, however... I know, something's invading my personal space. You have to run. Anyway, but let's see. I have to... go over there? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, let's just go ahead and check up on the cattle to see if there's any quests I didn't do yet. Yeah. Memo. Oh, right. But anyway, let's see. This is the first stream since we unveiled earlier, like last week, that we were basically starting Phantasy Star Online 2. Online, yeah, the original one.
Yeah.
Blueprint. Brought to you by Affinia. Yeah. It's been so long. We've only ever really tried the GameCube version. And then, what was it? I mean, kind of fair ways until, like, you know, what was it? I think we discovered that what was it? Story progress didn't carry over, I guess.
Yeah.
I've been losing track about who exactly we've been going with. Wait, who's the main guy of the file?
We hadn't really... Oh, you were talking about the GameCube one, right?
I mean...
Or the...
Oh, well, yeah, well, that one I long forgot who was there, and I suppose it doesn't really matter at this point. But I guess for our try in Blueburst, we were basically had New Advent as the as a head, I think.
Yeah, I don't think we really gone to the story stuff yet.
Well, I guess progress would likely be very much seen, because is it story or is it like progression through the dungeons themselves?
Yeah, we made progression through the dungeons themselves.
Yeah, and there's a certain bit of like lore and background story to that, I guess.
Yeah.
I suppose we'll know if anybody goes out in their own time and sees if they have access to the other forest and cave levels. Because if because I want to know if I were to, because I didn't try it yet, I probably should. If I were to go by myself and look at the teleporter, will I have access to the further along levels of the forest and caves? If not, then I suppose that's the answer. There's our answer right there. Okay, let me see. I have to make sure all these guys have them. I did all of them. Yeah, I recognize a lot of these. Right-wing and Onyx, yes. Okay. They're not doing any... flipping anything past you. Give me a second, I'll take down right, hot cross sponge. Leave it by you. Okay. Now I recognize all of them. I think we're good. How about these? This guy over here. I don't like manual labor. Okay, I think I recognize that too. Go down here. And you. Okay. Yeah, I think I kind of recognize all of these, so I believe there might have been I might have seen one or two that I didn't do while I passed by here before off camera. But as for these guys right here, bring your own ectoplasm, squawking, and in case of emergency. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, if it's like level 5, then we may very well have seen all of them. Okay. Funnily enough, there was like a thing that I thought pretty neat, pretty interesting to notice. That apparently these are the latest ones. So they, I guess, give me the most experience per. But, oh wait. Actually wait, these prices actually change depending on what it is. Actually, I don't know. Case of emergency. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Huh. I thought it was like a set price all throughout, but apparently not. They always give you the same experience? I think so. Okay, but the money they give you actually does change. Oh. Interesting. I wonder why they did that. Oh, it just made it a set price all throughout. Yes. 700 decline, and then 760. Oh, okay. That is really weird. Alright. Oh, never mind then. All the same, I did a little bit off camera, so I think we're most assuredly at around a halfway point. Just what I've done up until now, do it again. All that over again, and we should be where we need to be. Alright. Okay. Natomori, that's there. Alright. Then I guess I'll probably really have to change the title of this stream. But aside from that, was there anything that I wanted to go ahead and do? Yeah, that one's finished. Then we go to the changing area. Oh, he's going up front. Dang it, we would have seen everything. Maybe I'll go the other way. Okay. Should probably really go ahead and start getting certain things. Yeah. Well, let me see. Over into this bush, did I miss anything else? Miner is... yeah, I don't have it there yet. Just a few more levels. Let's see, botanist, alchemist. Oh, right, there is something I probably should have checked. If there was more levels and such. Right. Because I probably have been neglecting the various like levy quests for alchemists, and perhaps to a certain extent botanist also, because I've been mostly getting levels from the cattle. Well, it's worth a check, I think, just to be sure. Okay. Alright. Well, I was expecting me to have to do more work for the cattle, but apparently not right now. And as I've discovered in the previous stream, I think at a certain point, even the delivery jobs aren't really that worth it for me.
No.
They just don't give enough, well, XP and money, I think.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Alright, let's see. Oh, yeah. It's basically to the Adventurers Guild, and I'll be able to check. Let's see if they have anything. Because I don't know, I thought it was probably around... Before I started... Because I started with the Alchemist when I was doing the cattle, and then I switched over to Carpentry. And I raised that so much that I started to overlap Alchemist again. And so I started using Alchemist more again. Probably in all that time that I likely passed a good deal of levy quests over here. Let's see. There it is. Let's see what I did. Phil. Oh wait, no. I think it was. Oops, I think it was Tradecraft. There it is. There's a lot of them, yeah. Okay, I did those. Good. Okay, the 10 was also finished good. 15 was also finished good. Good. The 20s I didn't bother doing. Crikey. Alright. Yeah, sure, I'll take these. I'll suppose I'll have to. Yeah, so tomorrow almost at 50. Whoops. Well, it happens now and again. Let's see. I'll take all the 3 of them. The writing is not on the wall. Certain wine make a fine dark ink, as easily read by foes as by friends. Those in the trade speak of many kinds of vanishing ink, discerning ink, timorous ink, mistrustful ink, and most misanthropic, ink most misanthropic, again. Let's see, alchemists well versed in these and more are sought. Deliver a bottle of enchanted silver ink. Now if it's level 20, I have to easily have access to it. Okay, so I'll take it. Okay. Let's see. Everything is impossible. You've heard of the egret, I presume. It seems that as a magical treatise, it's proven to be other than the usual nuisance. It's a bona fide debacle shaping up into a fine minor disaster. The printer is now bound by the magistrate to replace every wand damaged, and Ashganas has the honor. Okay. And don't forget to take your meds. Final examinations are coming up at Frondale's Frontistery. Yeah. Frontistery. One can hardly sleep for all the shrieking, and the streets become the dormitories filled with a miasma of fretful sighs, heavy with onions and wakefulness. At this juncture, the potion of intelligence would be a public service. Don't really get it, but whatever. But alright, you should do it. Okay. Granted, they're all like crafting and such, so I'll probably won't wind up doing them now. I'll have to wait until later. Probably off camera. A great many things. Yeah. Well, actually, obviously depends on what I have. Beastkin blood, red landtrap leaf. Okay. I wonder if there's anything I just so happen to have the materials to make now. Okay, don't have that. Okay, this one. Silver sand and acidic secretions. I have to search for that too, I guess. Actually, no, wait. I could probably use it. Might be able to find it now. The gathering. Okay, yeah. 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 On it, though, at the same time, if I fill up too much of my my to-do list off camera with levy quests like this, I won't have much time to go ahead and do the such stuff for the cattle. Yeah. Well, that's annoying. Oh well. Well, I'll think about it, but overall for right now, I think I have a sort of plan to do, just in case of, what was it, not really much of cattle things to do. Go to Mordona and start looking at those level 50s. They're just lying around. Hopefully they won't go too crazy. Oh, right. I can drink water. Yeah. It's fine now. I've been meaning to go from Start Fantasy Star for a good long while. And what was it? I knew that I probably couldn't be able to wait until the end of God Eater 3. So probably just after getting started and doing things or whatever. I wanted to, what was it? I think probably be able to get on to season 2 of God Eater 2 probably in a few weeks or so.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh, right. I'm not high enough level for these, so I need to go ahead and change. Out the bush. Not big enough. I need an actual bush. There it is. This one. Alright. Oh, wait. There it is. Alright. There's someone's around here. Yeah, there's nobody out there. Alright. I guess when you barely enter, you'll see this outlandish man. Let's see what is involved with this guy. Okay, an oddly garbed man visiting Revenant's Toll has some information which might be of interest to an experienced adventurer. It gets me that level dark matter. Okay. Used to repair equipment for levels 1 through 50. Okay. Well, let's see. Well, I'll never be able to see what he's about until I try. Do I know you? Unless I'm very much mistaken, you are the famed adventurer who bested the Garlean Empire's general, are you not? The great Lulame Yuyame himself. Amazing. And more than a little serendipitous. One might even call it fate. But I recently received word of a truly unique opportunity. You say, an opportunity the likes of which none but one of your proven worth could take advantage. The reward? Not less than the accumulated knowledge of a fallen civilization. The risk? A single misstep could cost you your life. But what is a little danger to a storied hero such as you? A man with absolute confidence in his own abilities stands to profit handsomely from this venture. No, I crave I crave no recompense for my part in bringing this opportunity to your attention. The historic discoveries you shall make will be reward enough, I assure you. If my words have fanned the flames of your curiosity, then I bid you seek a man by the name of Rambrose, I guess, at St. Coinac's Find. It is he who stands at the doorway to untold marvels, awaiting the arrival of a champion bold enough to march across the threshold. Okay, it sounds like another dungeon, honestly.
Huh.
Riven's Tilden Oddly-Garbed visitor informs you of a rare opportunity to uncover the wisdom of the ancients. Make your way to St. Coinac's Find and speak with the site's chief supervisor, Rambrose, I guess, who the stranger believes would welcome the services of a storied champion such as yourself. Okay. It is St. Coinac's Find to which you must travel. Seek out the man known as Rambrose and learn what treasures and dangers await you. Well, that means it absolutely has to be a dungeon of some kind. Alright, all ready. Actually, just have to go back that way. Fine. Lucius, fire 1, fire 2. Yeah, what if I push this over here? And then the blizzard is probably... Oh yeah, the level 1 blizzard is there. Oh wait, yeah, blizzard 2 goes here. And then blizzard 3 goes there. Fire blizzard. Actually, honestly, at that point, let me just go. Like, it's like getting too ridiculous. Probably just put that over there, put this over here. Alright, but actually, wait. Yeah, that would do it. Let me see. Yeah, always just one with control. The control one. Yeah, well, that's way too much for me to go far. To go as far. There's probably a better way to do this. Cause I need them to probably be down here, yeah. Yeah, fire 1, fire 2. And then these two, yeah. Maybe. Something like that. It's been a while since I actually went ahead and fiddled with these, but it's probably about time I do. Or about time I did. Let's see. There's a guy over here, huh? Oh, there he is. Okay. There he is. Okay. Why, if it isn't Ulame himself! I was not expecting such a celebrated guest. To what do I owe the honor of this visit? You were directed here, you say, by a man clad in foreign garb. Well, the opportunity he spoke of must surely refer to our latest anthropological endeavor. Yes. Quite how he came to know of this is another matter. All knowledge of this project was supposed to be restricted to my organization. Now. But this is something for me to ponder in private. What, that your entire operation is being spied on? That's something you keep in private? Alright. Anyway, you are here now, and your services will, I am certain, prove invaluable. I must warn you, however, that the venture we have in mind is no simple excavation. An unprepared or incautious adventurer could very well find himself in an unplanned and unpleasant journey to Thel's solemn halls. Knowing this, you still wish to lend us your cooperation? Oi. I rather thought you would say that. Your courage is scarcely a secret. Now the first. Lulame, I thought it was you. Oh, there he is. Oops. Well, whatever. You didn't even show me him. Anyway, what brings you to St. Koinax? Don't tell me. The Alliance has sent you on another realm-shaking, history-making mission to lay low an apparently inseparable foe, yes? No? I see you two are already acquainted. I mean, well, my involvement in everything that happened before, I guess that wasn't kept a secret, but what, really? Nobody said anything about Sid? The pilot of the famed airship? Oh, sure. Very instrumental to the operation, but whatever, I guess. Anyway, that is well. Master Garland, our intrepid hero here, caught wind of the forthcoming expedition and has kindly pledged to assist us. He has he? Glad to have you aboard, Lulame. You don't have the faintest idea what you volunteered for, do you? Very well. Let us begin at the beginning. Here we are. The Sons of St. Koinax are tasked with unearthing the secrets of the long-fallen Allagan Empire, and this present endeavor aims to delve more deeply into the civilization's mysteries than ever before. But I know that. Look, it's in the event that you feel ill-equipped to contribute much on the subject of Allagan archaeology, I invite you to recall your encounter with the Ultima weapon. That mechanical monstrosity represented a feat of engineering far beyond aught Garlemald can presently achieve. Nera Tolskeva simply awoke it. I mentioned this by way of a reminder that you have had what one might term extensive first-hand experience with a notable Allagan relic. In short, you're practically an archaeologist. Now to the core of the matter. Here in Mordona, there stands an entire Allagan structure which we have yet to investigate. I speak of course, of the Crystal Tower. Yes. After witnessing the destructive capabilities of the Ultima weapon, and the lesser moon Dalamud before it, it seems wise to treat any remnants from that era with the utmost caution. They must be analyzed, monitored, and, above all, kept from falling into the wrong hands. To put it plain, I have no wish to see another megalomaniacal legatus wield one of those weapons. It was this thought that first moved me to contact the Sons of, and propose that the tower be explored. For several millennia, the Crystal Tower remained hidden, buried deep underground. But like so many other things that were better left undisturbed, the structure was freed from its stony prison by the great upheaval which accompanied the coming of the 7th Umbral Era. It now stands revealed in all its splendor, a gleaming spear of crystal, and pointed to the bosom of the heavens. What's all this then? Me? But does it always do that? We believe the tower to be the repository of much of the ancients' wisdom. Unfortunately, its entrance is guarded by formidable defenses, and we cannot so much as peep through the keyhole, much less set a foot inside. These defenses take the form of statues, carved into the likeness of giant swordsmen. The 8 sentinels, as the sons are wont to call them, is the first barrier we must overcome. Why not simply fly over them with an airship, you ask? It's been tried before. Any vessel that ventures too close to the tower is blasted out of the air. We either destroy those statues, or the front door is forever beyond our reach. Oh. I guess those defenses themselves are also an archaeological find, or of significance, I imagine. It seems strange to destroy them, I guess. Yeah. I thought you were here to preserve ancient relics, not destroy them. My colleagues and I are ill-suited to negotiating such deadly hazards. Thus, if we are to gain access to the tower secrets, we must needs employ the services of an experienced adventurer. It will be difficult and dangerous, Lulamate, but I can think of no finer man for the task. Well, aside from probably 4 other adventurers, you know how it is. I mean, 3 other adventurers, you know how it is. If I didn't know better, I'd say you had a taste for these deadly escapades. I look forward to working with you again. There is much more to be done before we can begin the expedition proper. Take some time to prepare yourself, and I shall explain the challenges that lie ahead. Okay. Okay. Ramrose once more. Chief Flame Sergeant. I can't imagine it has much else. Alright. Occasional nasal doozle. I heard the sense of Ketonics, the finest minds in Norcia, drawn together to decipher the ancient mysteries of the Allagan civilization. Alright, I'm pretty sure I'll said that before. Our first objective is to reach the entrance to the Crystal Tower. As I previously mentioned, however, that will prove no easy task. The entrance is guarded by powerful defense mechanisms, each utilizing some of the 4 elements of fire, water, wind, or earth. Anyone attempting to simply stroll past these unsleeping sentinels invites swift obliteration. It sounds like in testing all this, probably people have died, I imagine. Based on Master Garland's analysis, however, we are reasonably certain that the attacks of these lethal contraptions can be reflected using a crystal or the corresponding element. Naturally, these crystals must be of surpassing clarity, free of the slightest impurities, much like the flawless specimens used by the beastmen in their primal summoning rituals. Mayhap I should have said exactly like the specimens they use. Were there only another way, or were there any other way, we would not ask this of you, but we need someone to enter the beast tribe stronghold and obliterate their perfect crystals. For the moment, I would have you focus on obtaining 2 of the 4 crystals we require. Pray make for Lanosia, where both the Sapsa spawning ground and Ogamoro mines are located. Alright. You may be certain that the materials used in the beastmen's sacred rituals will be well defended. Whether you choose to venture there alone or with companions, I shall leave to your discretion. But whatever you do, please be careful. Meow. Okay. Well, that wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting them to directly, send me into the dungeon, but apparently some stuff needs to be done first. Which means adventurer? No, just other things. Okay. Alright, there was some stuff I didn't read. Welcome to this. Okay, yeah. Upon arriving at your destination, you find the Sons of Saint Koinak making preparations for an expedition into the forbidding Crystal Tower, aided by your old friend Sid Garland. Speak with Ramroj when you're ready to assist in the Sun's mission to understand and preserve the potent technology of the fallen Allagan Empire. I mean, I guess so. Honestly, it just occurred to me that, what was it, the defenses themselves are nigh impenetrable. And are at the very least very hard and involved to subvert in some way. I don't know. So are we certain that we shouldn't just leave it like this and it's already well defended from super ancient technology? I can't imagine the Imperials will be able to get their hands on them. Unless, I don't know, maybe it's a matter of like, just aerial bombard these statues with laser fire or something from the Empire, and then that's how they easily, like, undo them. Yeah, I guess. Anyway. Whatever. Actually, according to Rampros, the entrance of the Crystal Tower is guarded by potent elemental defenses, which will need to be circumvented before any expedition into the structure can be attempted. Sid's research suggests that the wrath of the elements can theoretically be reflected by crystals of sufficient clarity. Unfortunately, such flawless specimens are more likely to be found in the midst of the various beast tribe strongholds, and will not be had without a fight. It falls to you to obtain a flawless earth crystal from Ogamoro mines in Outer Lenosia, and a flawless water crystal from the Sapsa spawning ground in Western Lenosia. Okay. Right. Alright then. Now what I was expected, but I suppose it might be something new, or something else. I suppose so. I guess we'll go ahead and take a look. I'll definitely have to change the title of this stream now. Which is probably for the best, I ran out of ideas. Anyway. Let's just go over there right now. I suppose so. Alright, the Ugamarish. You have to go to Camp Overlook, we do. Alright. Let's go over there. Meow. Hmm. Hmm. Ooh. Me? Neat. Alright. Oh, right. She already left. I have to go ahead and get her back. Cool one. Right idea. Yeah. Yeah, but going to Fancy Star was something that I wanted to do for a good long while. What was it? I guess ever since the GameCube version. Mostly up, which is in between that and now, it was basically... Okay, well, I gave, PSO2 on Steam a shot, but, it's a modern MO game, so I can't... I think... What was it? I don't know. Certain things that were considered outdated. Like... I don't know. It's just, didn't make it over here. Let's have to go in there, right? Yeah, I have to go in there. Well, I don't care about this. Survey the designated location in Okamura Mines and slay the Cobalt Sentry to obtain the flawless as crystal. Okay. I mean... whatever. Something to prevent me from fighting all these fools. Very much would be. Changing my clothes. There it is. Aha. Alright. So now I can just go ahead and hide. Yeah. Which was it? The style of theme neat and everything. At least the original PSO2. Now it's been basically... What was it? Overhauled or from the NGS expansion. So I can't... So, I don't know. Oh yeah, also the window... Yeah, what was it? Also, well, actually the main, really good part of it, or main part of why I jumped was basically that, I figured out that there was like a timer for the original version before the NGS expansion. They're just like, I'm already playing catch up as it is.
And even the whole server was trying to catch up, simply because they were releasing too many things too quickly out of order compared to the Japanese one.
Oh, yeah.
They try to catch up with 8 years of things just to try to get the NGS stuff out.
Yeah, just so they could put you, like, as onboarded as you can be, just so you could buy into NGS, I guess.
Yeah.
They wanted to boost up the numbers, so they decided to finally go global. Well, it's about time. It's like you finally came back with the milk. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, you don't get a medal for that. So, I like the character I made. I probably should have taken a screenshot before I dipped, but, Let's see. Yeah. Like I always said, so like, oh, you see how rabid people were for Destiny 2? I could have been that for, PSO2. But you play in... Let's see. Oh. It looks like I didn't have to go that very far in. Okay, I thought I had to go much farther in. All right. Well, whatever. Let's go ahead and hide again. Okay. So yeah. So, and from what I hear, what was it? Like the story is serviceable to a point, but then at a certain end, they just kind of run out of stuff to do and they go crazy. That's my impression. That was my impression. Actually, oh yeah, there was a...
I remember there was like a story arc where you were taking care of an idol or something.
Oh. I don't know, like maybe. Actually, there was an opening for one of the, or a cinematic opening for one of the expansions or the updates or whatever, and apparently it featured like you and robots going down, you know, free falling from the sky, and then you were fighting off in these mechs against like, I don't know, like World War planes or fighter planes or whatever, and then there was like a long ship or something, and then the water that you crashed into like iced over. It's really crazy. And I don't know, man. I just missed the low key, you know, foreboding mystery or that we have that used to be in PSO. Oh. Meow meow. Yeah, original PSO inspired anime in which they have, you know, main characters wallow in their own angst. What kind of anime would new PSO to inspire? Probably something for children. I don't know. Just gives me that feeling. Anyway, so I did one. I have to go over to the spawning grounds now. Yep, I got nothing over there. I ain't jumping that far. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, and but the thing that we actually full on played. And also in PSO2 there was apparently some point in which, like, what was it? They got meta and it was all a game, and so you're in Japan for a bit. I don't know. That I could never let that go. Oh well, at least they're giving inspiration for the live action, or how the live action Fantasy Star movie will wind up being. Whoa! What was it? I thought I knew everything in this real world, but now there's a whole other world. Oh my gosh! Anyway, so yeah, what was it? I feel like the PSO2 that I grew up fantasizing about is gone. So meow meow. Let's see. I often did kind of fantasize about what Fantasy Star could do, or to branch out from basically the strictly MO sort of games. And honestly, I imagine they'd probably give the main thing is they'd probably give JRPGs another try. Maybe even actually set in the PSO era, I guess. Or, you know, because there was like the original JRPGs, but I mean, you know, the sci fantasy of PSO, in that general style.
Alright.
Okay, so it's there's deep in here, but they're all exposed to the air anyway. I have to go ahead and find a guy to take out. Somewhere in here. You look the edge of the territory. Now this is as deep as it gets. Okay. Alright. Actually, how was my Dark Mage? Just 3. Yeah, let me see. Okay. Yeah, probably JRPG again. You know, but I don't know, well, they just have to be better than Star Ocean, and I'm pretty sure. And I don't think that's really hard to do. Yeah. Pretty much. Let's see. Okay. Oh. Right. Yeah, do you have it all? I think you pretty much have it all at this point. You have wrested the flawless crystals from the clutches of the kobold and the Sahagan. Deliver your prize to Ramproj, where he awaits you at St. Coinak's Find. I'll just go back over there, I guess. Sure. Okay. This is a very interesting detour. I wonder if anything else is involved. I have that feeling, possibly not. Yeah, also, I guess after too long, well, I guess probably in the DS era, we did have, PS0. Yeah. But honestly, I feel like I liked a good deal more than a lot of people did.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah. It did make an... what was it? Yeah, I did really like the story. Let's see. It was a more involved story, I feel. Yeah. I guess it kind of took inspiration from I guess JRPGs that are very involved with story, I think. Yeah. And yeah, your character isn't just some schmuck that appears out of nowhere and gets hired to do jobs, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hehehe. Let's see here. Oh yeah. I'll write everything I need to, yeah. Yeah, I wonder, Yeah, maybe started a couple files. So likely I probably should have done a better job of going out of my comfort zone, because I think I just stuck to the, to generally the same classes I always did. It's only in this series that I really, in us going back to Blueburst, that I even bothered to do something different this time around. Hehe. Oh well, let's see. Yeah, I think I got everything I need. How progress your efforts in infiltrating the beastmen stronghold? Yeah, flawless earth crystal. This unblemished earth crystal is the main component used in the ritual the kobolds perform to summon Titan. Okay. And flawless water crystal. This unblemished water crystal is the main component used by the using the ritual the Sahagan perform to summon Leviathan. Okay. Yeah. So these are the famed flawless crystals. Crystals of the beast tribes. I have seen countless specimens from I know not how many excavations, but nothing is compared to these. Their purity is astounding. Meow. You have done well, Lulame. With these in our possession, we lack only the crystals of fire and wind. The former lies in Zaharak, the war camp of the Amaljaha in Thailand. The latter in Natalan, the roots of the Ixali, in the hills of Korthus. You expect me to get those too, don't you? You can expect them to be closely guarded as the first two, if not more so. Still, I look forward to receiving word of your resounding success. Could have very easily just given me all 4 of them to get. Whatever. Anyway. After taking receipt of the 2 flawless crystals you acquired in Lanosia, Ramproj asks you that you seize the equivalent fire and wind aspected specimens held by the Amaljaha and the Ixali. To that end, you set out to obtain a flawless fire crystal from Zaharak in southern Thailand, and a flawless wind crystal from Natalan in the Corsa's Central Highlands. Outstanding. Alright, we should probably go and give him the look. What did I have it? Maybe silk. Yeah, I think it was upset. Okay, actually, you know what? It does for the great deal. Let's do it again. Good. Alright. Disgust is pretty strong, but yeah, like I found before, like disappointed is actually overdramatic, if anything. So whatever. Yeah. Meow meow. Yeah. Honestly, it also was the one that gave you in PS0. They also gave you like NPC control or CPU companions, you know, from the main from the side characters or other main characters, I guess, on your side. So I really appreciated that a great deal. I feel like there's a good deal of ways to expand on something like that.
That was an idea that I liked with PSO too.
Yeah. That
people on your friend list, you could actually add them as NPC allies when you go through the game.
Oh yeah. That's really neat. I think there was a part of like O2 that they wanted to go with it and have a similar idea in which I think like, but it was like from a bunch of other like random other players and such. Honestly, I would just have restricted it in PSO2 to just people on your friend list or something.
Huh. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they did give you a whole...
have the option to have just random people be added to your party.
Yeah.
As NPCs.
Yeah. Let's see here. Oh yeah. As I'm over here, I have to go ahead and teleport to these things to get those things. Quite so. Yeah. It's over here, right? Yeah, basically. Oh man, well, at least I have the money for it, I guess. Anyway, we'll just go over there. Yeah. I think it could have expanded it a great deal, because I think at a certain point in PS0, like in the highest levels, they're just like, well, your NPC buddies basically tapped out or reached their full potential a good long while ago. They're basically only really good to, I think, distract the enemy for a bit. Generally. Yeah, that was something I remembered. Okay. Yeah. Oh wait, right, there's already an attack on the city. Actually, now that I'm here, I'm wondering... Hold up. Did one of these guys actually get me the sandworm fang? Because I need a sandworm fang. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, let me go ahead and start taking a look at this. One of them probably had a sandworm fang. I'm fairly certain. Okay. Hold up. Did you give me a fang? Did any of you lot give me a fang? Ah, there's a lot of them. Actually, I should probably just switch over. Oh wait, that wasn't it at all. Transpose. There it is. I know. Right, whoops. Okay, that's more like it. Okay, and you go ahead and start taking this guy out. Oi. Right, I didn't do that right. Whoops. Okay, well at least I got this now. Woo! Oi. How annoying. Yeah. Actually, no, wait. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure they're actually getting me the things I want. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, right. What already? Fine. Every lives. Honestly, I just want the fangs. Yeah, they're not getting me the fangs. Will they get me the fangs? I don't know. Actually, I wonder how far he chases me. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and get some of this. Yeah. Maybe... Maybe the better way to arrange this. Maybe that one there. Maybe these two over here. If I do... yeah, like that. Yeah, that's probably for the best. Okay. Yeah, maybe that'll work better. Only goes on for 5 minutes. What? Already? Dang it. I don't know. It's probably not worth it. In all likelihood. Alright, let's see. Anyway, I have to go elsewhere. Yeah, and I feel like for all the guys I killed, I don't think they actually ever gave me a fang. Okay. Maybe out there in the wild, just normal worms like these guys would probably give me something. Let me see. Let's see if that's true. Sandworm fang. Okay, yep, there it is. Okay, I got it. Hee. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so go for it this way. Yeah. Alright, I just wanted at least one, so now I'm ready to go and make that. Good. Okay, so far over here. Yeah. Okay. Monk? I guess probably monk. Alright. Alright. Did I have everything? Yeah, I did. Good. If he can get in the way, he might get in the way. Alright, I shall take him out then. Okay, let's chase one guy over in here. Okay. Okay, oh yeah, alchemy. Alright. Dang it. Whatever. Okay, so I got everything I need from here. Let's see. Okay. Choose the next one. So it's over there. Over here. Yep, there it is. Alright then. But okay. Meow. One something that I also thought of would probably be if there's yet what was it? Other ways to play the other Phantasy Star games. Probably more of the universe and Sony side of things, I guess.
Oh right, like the PSP version.
Yeah, there was a PSU and other such things.
Yeah.
I don't know. Possibly. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll probably look into something like that at some point, but it won't be for a while, I think. But at least look into it. Especially if they're saying that the PS U and I guess like Sony side of things are just so much better than Zero. I don't know. I wouldn't mind. Me personally, I wouldn't mind another PS02 or something. No, well, granted, that's probably never gonna really happen, but or maybe a fan game from the ground up. Well, it would be nice. Oh, right. It's actually over here. It's over in this direction. The Ixali. Oh, yeah. Now I remember. Okay. Yeah. The other thing that's been on my mind of, like, things that I would probably like to go and see a return of, or in some way, was likely me getting curious about the Mega Man VX side of things. Like, I was so curious. I went ahead and saw, I think, a thread started by somebody. I think it was on Steam or elsewhere. I think it was on Steam. They were talking about what VX3 would have to, or the loose ends VX3, if it was actually made, would have to tie up. What was it? And weirdly enough, for all the things he mentioned, mostly of the character side of things, he never once actually mentioned the the original humans' bodies and the Reploid data, which I thought was pretty ridiculous. It was like a glaring thing that's like key to the plan. I mean, honestly, it's probably nothing all that complicated. Essentially, just alright, that destination right there. Just that I don't know. Another megalomaniacal maniac has to go ahead and, press the do-over button on the entirety of the world, and then you have to stop him. And imagine that very easily that, I don't know. What was it? There's, and at that point, well, I mean, at that point the, what was it, human bodies and Reploid data is probably pretty obvious at that point, I think. Not all that complicated. Still, for some reason he went on some sort of like... What was it? He was really taken in with the idea of there being, like, what he really wanted to see in the future game of Mega Man was basically time travel. In order to, I don't know, save Zero from his heroic sacrifice at the end of the Zero series or something. And I thought that was pretty weird. Huh. Right. It was. Okay, anyway. Let's get going. I don't know where this fella came from. Yeah, it's the silliest things I ever done heard. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Mega Man never dealt with time travel before, did he? No. I'm pretty sure not, and I'd be disinclined to want to start at any point, really. For some reason, there were a lot of people who were taken in with the idea that, oh, wait a minute, there's no game that we know of between ZXA and Legends. That means that they have to lead directly into each other. Even though I'm pretty sure there's like, what was it, like thousands and thousands of years apart. So yeah, I don't see it. Besides, there's never actually a shortage of maniacs in the Mega Man series that want to, hit the do-over button on the world. So, I just don't see it. Personally, if I was in charge, I probably would just make it that, the idea was to have humans, reside in, or be housed in space, or be, I guess much like Omega, I suppose, but just in stasis in space while the world gets reset.
Probably do something.
Yeah.
If they really wanted to.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty obvious enough thing. They already have like things in space, from the previous Mega Man games. The main thing that they argue against it would be like, oh well, energy crisis, remember? So starting from Zero onward, you can't actually do it. But isn't it? But did I hear that right? That it's canon that Seal basically, solved the energy crisis.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it's all back on the table again. Yeah. So it seems obvious enough. Ixali succeeded in infiltrating the strongholds of the Amalja and the Ixali, and escaped with the beastmen's flawless fire and wind crystals. Deliver them both to Ramproj at the St. Koinex find. Okay. So back over there now. Alright, the amount of times I have to come back over there. Whatever. How was I supposed to know it was supposed to drag on this long? Okay. Yeah. The main thing that guy argued about was that, was I guess the perception that Mega Man Legends is essentially like, I think like the bad end, like the, the dead end of of, I guess like the end of all humanity, I guess. And I guess Reploids too, but I suppose that the main thing was like humanity, I suppose. I don't know. Part of me feels it's just like, I guess you could take it that way, but at the same time, what was it? Probably, I guess probably the lesson that they wanted to hammer home, like in early Doctor Who, with Eccleston, was just like, well, it all, has to have an end at some point.
Yeah.
So if you could get all up into your own head about it, or you could just go ahead and try and move on and just do what you can. So, meow. But coincidentally, if you really wanted to have like, oh, well, can humanity live on? I'd imagine that at a certain point, if humanity were to live on in the Mega Man universe, it probably would be outside of Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whether to different places or the planets in the solar system itself, or even like in an exoplanet far away. And that's basically where my, I don't know, kind of like fan fiction would probably head towards, I imagine. I suppose it does open up a good deal of other, like, aspects of the world and gameplay to you, I'd imagine. Like more zero-G environments. and it seems to be pretty easy enough because, what was it? Reploids are basically meant to be durable and could survive at just about anywhere, except when it comes to spikes and I guess maybe instant kill lava. But everywhere else, even in zero-G and no oxygen, I think they could still make it.
And they are going underwater a lot.
Yeah. But honestly, the main thing that I really enjoy from that idea was basically the idea of it's not really ZX, so you don't have to be saddled with various transformations, pretty much. Yeah, because seeing sort of a review for Advent, a lot of the boss transformations from Model A kind of seems sort of kind of like key or utility based. Yeah, it's kind of silly. Anyway, let me go ahead and get onto this. You succeed in infiltrating the strongholds of the Malta and Ixali. Yeah, that's it. Alright. It's all good. Oh, no, wait, can I actually... No, yeah, this is the end. Okay, it actually is the end. Uzame, it's good to see you. And tell me, were you able to obtain the remaining crystals from the beastmen? There was. A flawless fire crystal. The unblemished fire crystal is the main component used in the ritual the Amalta performed to summon Ifrit. Okay, and now this unblemished wind crystal is the main component used in the ritual the Ixali performed to summon Garuda. Okay. Do it. Wonderful. With all 4 crystals in hand, we are now ready to proceed to the next stage of our preparations. I hope I did not give the impression that we would be embarking on our journey to the Crystal Tower just yet. Alas, there is another step which must be completed ere we come to that. While the crystals you found are, while the crystals you acquired are indeed flawless, they are of little use to us in their present form. If they are to reflect the elemental forces of the tower's defenses, they must needs be cut and polished. A process which calls for a very particular set of materials. Procuring them will be a challenge in itself, I fear. Needless to say, we will be requiring your services once more. Okay. Yeah, that's what it's about. Alright. Okay. Oh, right, yeah. Cruising for any experience, I imagine. Okay, but there's yet more. Sanding it down. Yeah, okay. Right, right. Yes, yes. I suppose we still have time, so I could probably get to this one too. I guess so. Oh yeah, they're putting back over there. I suppose so. Yeah. I guess I could go... I guess up until they actually say that, oh, okay, now we're opening the dungeon for you. Yeah, why not? Rambrose wishes to proceed with the shaping of the flawless crystals. Okay. If the flawless crystals you procured for us are to retain their elemental purity during the shaping process, a very specific set of abrasive substances will be required. Well, I'd say substances, but one might, as well, call them one substance, namely aether sand, which has 4 elementally aspected varieties. Alas, aether sand is neither common nor cheap. Indeed, it is not unusual for the abrasive to exceed the value of the precious stones it is used to polish. Given the rarity of the materials in question, the Goldsmiths Guild in Ul'dah seemed the likeliest place to purchase the quantity we require. When I contacted the Guildmaster, however, I was informed that no aether sand was currently available. Though I requested that would be sent as soon as new stock came in, I have yet to receive aught but apologies. I should mention at this point that I placed the order some time before you procured the flawless crystals. I am well aware that that acquiring aether sand is no small feat, of course, and I am not an impatient man, but I fear the more we delay our investigation, the greater the risk that the tower's secrets may fall into the hands of other, less savory parties. I mean, not very likely, because the defenses are still up. It seems very, very well protected, I think. But sure, whatever. That is why I wish to entrust you with the payment of, for our purchase, and send you speak directly to Guildmaster Serendipity. Anyway, mayhap the presence of such a distinguished personage will spare the guild interaction. In any event, it is my hope that when we next meet, you might have found at least one of the 4 varieties of aether sand we require. Okay. Ramprose explains that 4 varieties of an extremely rare abrasive known as aether sand are required to polish the flawless crystals. Take the purse given to you by the dig supervisor and deliver it to Serendipity, the master of the Goldsmiths Guild in Ul'dah. It is Rambrose's hope that the presence of a celebrated adventurer will prompt the goldsmiths to redouble their efforts to procure the required materials. Just Ul'dah, I think. Pretty sure. Okay. Over there. Okay. Well. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I need goldsmiths, right? Goldsmiths. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I had to go ahead and I went ahead and quickly checked at gameplay footage of the other game, the other series that Inti Crates made, Gunvolt. And looking at it, yeah, I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I don't think it features like the dash that the ZX game has, and also doesn't have wall climbing. I guess they've. Well, I don't think there's anything legally keeping them from it, but I imagine they was just like they wanted to try their hand at something of a very distinct other feel than just like regular Mega Man. Which I suppose I get. I was kind of concerned that the idea of that the dashing, well, the one-click dashing and also the wall climbing might sort of like limit certain things you could do in something like a Metroidvania map. Yeah. And plenty of Metroidvania games actually do without wall climbing and dashing and such. So I suppose it's all right. Let's see. Oh yeah, get the materials from these guys. All right. What say you? Master Yume. Welcome. What brings you here, if I may ask? Bulging gill pouch. Oh, well, all right. This hefty sack of gill has been promised to the Goldsmiths Guild in exchange for any available aether sand. Okay. Are you gonna inspect the gold pouch now? Oh, okay. You're here on behalf of the Sons of Saint Koinak. What fortunate timing. I was just about to contact Master Ambrose with the news that we finally managed to acquire a quantity of fire-aspected aether sand. How convenient. I'm afraid it may be some time before we can supply the other 3 varieties, but you are welcome to settle accounts for that which we have now. Pray speak with Jamim over the... I do beg your pardon. It seems she's assisting another customer. Oh, is there somebody more important than me and the people I represent? Oh. Whatever. Biggs. Come on, there must be something you can do. Without that sand, we'll have to rethink our whole design. I sympathize with your plight, sir, but as I explained, the aether sand in question is already spoken for. If you'd like to reserve the next shipment, then I would be happy to accept the funds you've offered as a partial payment. Partial? Are you saying it's not enough? I'm already stretching our research budget as it is. I suppose a man can do without a midday meal for a year or two. Yeah. Lulume, it's been too long. What brings you here, then? Got your eye on something expensive, have you? Yep. Oh. Well, now, that is quite a money pouch. The sound of so many gill clinking together is strangely satisfying, is it not? I'm so greedy. Anyway, calming yet invigorating at the same time. Oh no, you're here for the blooming aether sand, aren't you? Let's see. Well, I can't deny the Allagan civilization's subject worth researching. The chief said he was looking into something big, but we never thought to ask him what. Wedge and I have been too busy tinkering with a new airship design to think of much else, see? Well, I say tinkering. Wrestling would be more like it. Still, after much wringing of hands and gnashing of teeth, we've managed to put together a prototype crystal-powered propulsion system. Oh, it sounds like the most absurdly expensive propulsion system there could possibly be. It's essentially the equivalent of rocket fuel. We got the idea for it when we heard how you lot had used a corrupted crystal to board the Enterprise. Oh, you're on board the Enterprise. As a matter of fact, anyway, to cut a long story short, our design calls for all 4 varieties of Aether Sand. Huh. That just makes it even more hard to make. It really is inventions nobody will wind up using. That's why I can't just relinquish my claim on this badge here, even for you, lad. I mean, even for your boss, right? I'm pretty sure Sid's their boss. Yeah. How are we meant to usher in a brave new age of technological innovation, if not by technologically innovating, eh? Okay. While I hesitate to interrupt such an impassioned speech, duty compels me to point out that this gentleman is a representative of the organization that reserved the Aether Sand in question. To mention nothing of the fact that his purse is considerably larger than yours. Oh, and now we're comparing sizes of purses, are we? Oh.
You think yours is better than me?
Yeah. Oh, it's like that, is it? Oy. You won't maybe be like this on the outside. Alright, this batch is yours. I'll let you have it. But if you're going to take my sand, it's only fair that you grant me a role in this project of yours. I'll take that as a yes. Wait, what? I didn't react at all. I'll take that as a yes. It's not every day you get the chance to experiment on the wonders of the ancients. And with any luck, they'll inspire me to think up another technological innovation or two.
Huh.
Okay. Oi. Oh wait, he's still here. I guess we'll see. Upon arriving at the Goldsmith's Guild, you encounter an old friend, Biggs. By some strange coincidence, it appears that the Rogathan engineer is also intent on purchasing what little Aether Sand there is to be had. After a somewhat one-sided negotiation, he relinquishes his questionable claim on the only available batch in exchange for a role in the forthcoming expedition. The fire-aspected Aether Sand thus secured, inquire as to whether Biggs might know where to obtain the 3 remaining varieties. Oh. Alright, Tino. But I thought he came here to them like we did in order to get their supply of Aether Sand. So, if he knew how to get other Aether Sand, or the Aether Sand from another way, I'm not sure if he'd be here right now. Or maybe he just thought that, it's the most reliable way to get it. The easiest way to get it. Alright. I suppose you could see that. You're something else, right? Can you show just... Okay, yeah, would you be interested? Not right now. Okay, but I think it's all... I think this guy's the way forward, I suppose. Now then, from what you've told me, I'm guessing you'll be needing the other 3 varieties of elementally aspected Aether Sand as well, right? Well, rather than sitting on your rump waiting for a shipment that may never come... Okay, I reckon your time would be better spent looking for the stuff yourself. Okay, and it just so happens I know a good place to start. Aside from here, that is. There is said to be a peddler in northern Sandland who very occasionally handles the earth-aspected variety of Aether Sand. Wedge is in the process of confirming the rumors as we speak. I know what you're thinking. When did my timid little friend decide he didn't need me to hold his hand anymore? The answer being, just the other day. It seems he's been inspired by a certain adventurer's heroic example. Who is he? I'll kill him. I thought he was joking when he volunteered to go to Thanland without me. I just hope he manages to stay out of trouble. Head out to a blue fog, and you should find him poking about with his new bodyguard. Oh, did I not mention her? I thought it might be wise to hire an adventurer to accompany him, just in case your heroic examples turned out to be less inspiring than he first thought. Hehe. I didn't even entirely know what that's supposed to mean. Adventure to accompany, just in case your heroic example turned out to be less inspiring than you first thought. Oh, I guess maybe when he loses his nerve, I guess. Sure, whatever. I mean, there's nothing wrong with my example. It's just like apparently you didn't take my example too far enough. That's the main thing. Oh yeah. If you mean to go looking for the assassin yourself, you best catch up with Wedge over at Blue Fog. As for me, I plan to set out to Mordona just as soon as I finish locking up the workshop. Okay. Alright then, let's see here. I think we just sort of get out of here, yeah? Right. Biggs reveals that his partner Wedge has traveled to northern Sandland to meet with a merchant rumored to be in possession of a quantity of Earth-aspected ether sand. Make for Blue Fog and seek the Lalafell, who should be accompanied by a hired adventurer bodyguard. Chances are decent enough, there's probably somebody I've met before. Let's go over here. Yep, there's the only way. Yep. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, the main thing I thought that if I were to, what was it? If I were to go nuts and make a Mega Man or something fan game myself, I probably would forego I would be interested in making a Metroidvania, but I'd probably forego the ZX part, the models and such. Yeah. At that point, it'll likely be too much of too much of a hassle to actually, balance everything. Yeah. Because from what I'm hearing from ZXA, a lot of the boss transformations are kind of utilitarian. Very limited in focus.
Yeah, that's kind of because Metroidvania usually has your character gaining maybe a special thing that could let them move differently or destroy different types of walls. So it's usually kind of a small increment that lets them do a bunch of things as far as traversal.
Yeah.
But with the models in ZX Advent, you couldn't really make them all viable for combat.
Yeah. And the transformation and the boss transformations from the review I saw is just like, what was it? He probably has a bunch of other people really hate the plant, and they kind of want you to use the plant. And there was like a part in the game in which like, oh, these pole things better use the plant, but he was like, forget that. I'm just going to use the Model H and just fly, double jump and dash everywhere, so I don't have to bother. And that's when it's like, okay, yeah, this, spreading yourself a bit too thin, I guess, as far as like the game's concerned. Also, I guess he didn't take the Model A, and so eventually, partway through the game, like, oh right, finally I get ZX. Now this is where the game really begins. And so, I don't know. Like ZX is just too good all around there, and it just becomes preferred.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh wait, actually it was like over there. Oh right, the peddler. So it's actually in the place itself. Whoops. It's actually over here. They're in here. There it is. Yeah. Woohoo! Experienced adventurer. And who were you? The other guys he hired? Nah, that should be something else. Yeah, that's not you guys. There has to be somewhere in here. I just don't know what. Hold on a second. Yeah, sanding it down. Sure, it has to be. No, shouldn't it actually have somebody on top that's handing? Nah, whatever. It's probably this one, I think. Yeah, it's probably it's probably this one. It's the only other person around. Okay. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's you. What say you? Save your greetings. If you're looking for a hired blade, then you'll have to look elsewhere. After the day I've had, the only company I crave is a squat, silent type. The type that has a handle and holds no less than a pint of ale. Oh, right, yeah. You wish to hear my tale? I'll warn you, 'tis no stirring epic, but as you asked, my employer, a Lalafellan lad, wished to pay a visit to a peddler who deals in some manner of special sand. I forget what it was called, but 'tis apparently worth a small fortune. Anyway, when we arrived, the man claimed his stock had been stolen by bandits. Determined not to return empty-handed, we crept into the bandit stronghold and set about locating the stolen goods. Long story short, alarums were raised, rogues were awoken, and we fled in a blind panic. I was separated from my employer in the confusion, and I've not seen him since. Oh, a friend of yours, is he? Then you'd best be prepared for the worst. 'Tis just possible the poor sod may yet be lost in the old Amagina mithril mine, but I fear the bandits will have caught up with him by now. Oh, right. Yeah. If he's still alive, your Lalafellan friend will probably be hiding somewhere inside the abandoned Amagina mithril mine, where the bandits make their lair. You'll not catch me going anywhere near the place, though. I barely escaped with my life as it was. Okay. So is these guys like the other guys he also hired? Yeah, probably, I'd imagine. Yeah, okay. I forgot exactly where I had it. Judge. Impose, shocked. Deny. I guess maybe deny. Oh. And also doubt. Okay. I sure hope he didn't pay you up front. That's all I got to say. Meow meow. So yeah. The main idea I've mostly had as far as like a Mega Man fan game or light game would probably be, well, essentially set in space, but and also, and among other things, forgoing the models pretty much because I don't know, I can't really balance them. There's like, what was it? I think even before it came down to like, oh, the Model H in order to maneuver around, and Model Z if you want to lay waste to somebody quickly. And handily.
Yeah.
What was it? Yeah, then there's like water, and then I guess if you want to shoot things or punch things as like a key or something. But mostly you could probably just finish the game readily enough by mostly just using, you know, H and Z. Which, I don't know, it's a wake-up call for me. It's like, okay, yep, I don't need this. If it's up to me, I'd probably make it more like make it even more like an RPG. And that you're essentially just like piecing together armors and things to boost your stats and capabilities.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, like where what was it? And multiple weapons. I suppose it was a fan game, then probably nobody would really fault me from taking heavy inspiration from Zero's arsenal from his games.
Yeah.
But probably expanding them so that, I don't know, and that the sword or saber or hand sword weapons, they're good. But I just need to have the other weapons to be just as good or better. Lest people just like, anyway, I'm just gonna go and sword this guy into submission easily enough, and yep. What was it? Meta's choice, and I'm like, nope, I ain't dealing with that. So, well, preferably not if I could help it. So I would like it to be like, oh, get like stats and I can specialize in this item and it's also viable. Just as viable as a sword. Or better. Oh, wait a minute, I was supposed to go ahead and do some things. Run for your lives. You'll never take me. Oh wait, hold on a second, actually I'm a fighting class. I forgot. But anyway, lunatic follower. Oh. Huh. Actually, no, wait a second, no, wait. No, wait, she said bandage. Lunatic follower? You mean a fanatic? A cultist? Okay, that's weird. Take this, you frig. And some of these. Aha. Okay. Rescue which one of the balanced Atlas Jam Mithril Mine. Okay, I could go ahead and fight all these guys, but maybe I'll just sneak in. Thief and Ninja was the best idea I ever had. Let's go. Alright, I just need to go ahead and find them. Yeah, I wish there's a bunch of weapons from the Zero games. Probably like I don't know, like all games in total, maybe several? Somewhere between several and a dozen, I feel.
Yeah, they did have a bunch of weapons in those games.
Yeah. Honestly, I just take more inspiration from PSO and expand to like all various other types.
Alright, well that could work too.
I mean, yeah, like the big Buster Sword or something, or the what was it? Oh yeah, the Gunblade from PS0.
Yeah.
Did they ever do that again? Alright. Let me go ahead and do this one. I already saw this, right? According to the adventure thing, to God Wedge. She saw her employed during. Oh yeah. According to the adventurer hired to guard Wedge, she last saw her employer during a bungled attempt to retrieve some aether sand, which had been stolen by bandits. Betraying scarcely a hint of shame, the bumbling bodyguard speculates that Wedge may still be trapped inside the abandoned Amagina mithril mine, which the bandits call home. A case to the site and rescue Big's stricken friend before it is too late. Okay. Alright. And there he is. Okay. How could I be so stupid? Sneaking into a bandit's lair. More like a cultist lair, but okay. It's just not the sort of thing I do. And now I'm going to die for it. Oh, no. No, I need to calm down. I can do this. I can be brave. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to walk out of here. Here we go. I'm sorry. Please don't kill me. I promise I'll leave and never come back. Oh, well. Lume, is it really you? Yeah, didn't you think I was pretty short for a cultist? Let's see. But how did you find me? Can you smell fear? Actually, ignore that smell. I expect you're wondering why I'm here. Well, I was just in the process of retrieving some stolen ether sand, which Biggs and I need for our research, as it happens. It was, I concede, perhaps a touch foolish, and very nearly fatal, but I did succeed in snatching the stuff before my bodyguard ran away, and several dozen bandits came piling after me with knives and axes and what looked very much like a plank of rusty with a rusty nail in it. Anyway, the important thing is that the stolen ether sand is right here in my in my oh dear, it must have fallen when I was taking evasive maneuvers. It seems I won't be leaving this infernal place for a while yet. You'll find the ether sand in my set dead. Oi. Oh, thank the gods. You're a true friend, Lulame. I hope the search doesn't prove too troublesome. The bandits don't seem to care much for visitors. Oh, okay, he dropped it and we can't leave. Oy vey. The ether sand must have slipped out of my pocket when I was busy evading the bandits. I'm sure it's somewhere around here. Oy. This is a lot more involved than I thought. Okay, hold on a second. But ultimately, we're very much at time, and I don't really know how long this is gonna go for. Don't you know?
Yeah.
Okay. So honestly, I think at this point, what I'll do is I'll likely leave this here for now, and I could retrieve and I could return easily enough, I feel. Okay, let me just go into a place where they don't reach, then I could lift off. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Oh, right then. Okay. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and leave this for now, and then I'll just return to it probably next week at around the same time. And I'll see what I could manage to do. Probably gonna try for these levy quests and other such things first. Also getting the items I need for crafting, for the alchemist and such. But I guess we'll leave that for now. Well, we'll see. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
More likely to do the levy quest than anything else. Anyway, oh wait, not that one. I don't actually need that. I could just return to Gridania. Save me the money. Okay. Alright then. But yeah, I think there's something there. Yeah. Essentially. Because I'm in my mind I'm sort of thinking like, oh, the project's kind of resembling a bit like a fusion between Phantasy Star and Mega Man. It's gonna seem what was the mild grind and other such things and finding items or whatever. Oh, and the equipment for yourself.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It kind of got me into the idea of just like, oh, am I making like a, what was it? Putting like a CRPG or like a very much involved game, but I'm basically cutting off a dimension so that it looks like a what people would plebes, no, normies would consider like a low effort sort of like a pixel art side scrolling game. But really it's like as complex as it can get. Oi, alright. Anyway, let's go over in here. Okay. It for the here and now it looks bad. It looks bad because I'm basically leaving the guy. I'm leaving Wedge over in the cultist camp. But I'm going to return to him probably next week at the same time, and it'll all work out. Ultimately, though, it's a bit like me. It's probably not going to be for so long, because if this is the last leg, and then the next thing is pretty much just going in there. I guess if I do have enough time for it, I'll probably just go ahead and stomach the dungeon, or I guess at least to see, or try to, try and get into the dungeon in the party. It might not work, because it might be out of rotation. In which case I can't actually properly do it until probably another time. Plan B. The plan B for all things of this nature. Okay. But I do like this idea, though. I guess it was partially kicked off thinking about Mega Man and such, and it was essentially what I've heard of that one stuff where Mega Man is corrupted. It's probably never really coming out. But just imagine what would be possible with an idea like that, and probably in the ZX era, by a team that know what they're doing. Oh well. Wouldn't that be nice? Anyway, that's mostly going to be it for us right now, I reckon. We gotta fly over in here. But anyway, that's going to be it for this. What was it? Took on a lot of things on the side, going to do them off camera as much as I can. And yeah, we just sort of picked up this sort of like, the crystal tower left behind by the Allagans. This post-base game kind of thing happening. It's really crazy and there's a lot involved. We'll see how far I could go next week at around the same time. We'll see about that. Until then, look forward to probably something. Will we be able to go on Friday or no?
I think we could play Friday.
Okay, we could. All right, I'm thinking possibly more Fantasy Star and Blue Brisk and all that, and hopefully get a good deal more done than we did in the first time. Because in the first session, like last Friday, we were basically getting our legs still, and yeah, couldn't really get too much done. But hopefully we make a good deal more progress, actual real progress. This next week, this next Friday. So hopefully you guys look forward to that, and hopefully you look forward to whatever else we have coming down the pipe. And until we do see you again, oh right, yeah, we hope you have a good one. So goodbye.
Bye.
Meow. Indeed. And thank you all for watching. Meow.
Oh, hello. It should already be done then.